It is difficult as a female convert to handle the negative stereotypes and the negative media attention that there is around Muslims. I think you can veer between different extremes. You can suddenly feel like you have to justify and explain everything, to then feeling, why should I? If something bad happens that's done by an atheist, do I expect all my atheist friends to explain and justify that? It becomes, you get to a point where you realise that you cannot, there isn't a way of making people change their minds on all those issues. All you can do is live as a good person and be a good example, and hope that in some way, in your own personal being, that overcomes some of their stereotypes. You can't argue against it intellectually, you can only live as an example. I revealed my conversion very gradually, which I think helped. I know some people sort of feel in the white heat of conversion, you sort of go all out and this is me, take it or leave it, and that can cause more rupture. I felt my process of becoming a Muslim was a very gradual one. It was something that I felt was a very comfortable transition, not even a transition, a comfortable progression of my life. So I didn't feel that as a rupture. Having said that, at the moment I decided to wear a scarf, that did become a rupture. That was a long time after becoming Muslim, and I'd had ups and downs with family and friends, but I think no more than you would expect in any family relationship. But definitely wearing a scarf becomes a visible symbol, and it's become such a politicised, such an over-emotional and over-signifying step that became a problem, and that did cause some problems. I can't claim that I've been spat at in the streets. I've had occasional comments, but people are stupid, and what can you do? What I do find is that it takes a little while to break down people's preconceptions of you. I sometimes find that I'm not getting as friendly a response in a supermarket, or somebody sort of, when I go to speak to them, they do a double take that I sound so quintessentially English, but I'm wearing a headscarf. And you get a few of those kind of moments, and it takes a few moments, a few smiles, a few kind of relating to them on a human level, and then I just believe that almost everybody will relate to you on a human level if that's how you relate to them, and to just ignore any of the stupidity that may lie in the margins. I think it is useful to discuss wanting to create a British Muslim identity. I think that is useful to make it clear that it's possible to be British and be a Muslim. Whether that puts us in any kind of leadership position, I really don't know. I've got many friends from the heritage Muslim community who consider themselves absolutely British, just as British as I am, and they consider themselves as British Muslims. They may have families who come from elsewhere in the world. My children are of mixed origin now. They consider themselves British and consider themselves Muslim. So I don't think there's a privileged position in there for female converts, but I think we can be a living embodiment of it, maybe. What do I think will surprise people from the report? I think the diversity of voices. I think the fact that people tend to see things fairly black and white when it comes to Islam and when it comes to conversion. And I know it's been said in the report that we weren't tidied up. We were allowed to be messy, contradictory, hold two statements in our minds at one time that would appear to contradict one another. And that's just the kind of the glorious mess that is life, and that this is all part of that. And hopefully it will normalise a little bit the process of conversion.